My name is Techie Josh, and you're watching the live stream video comparison between the LG X Charge versus the Motorola Moto G4 Play. Can this quad-core device hang with an octa-core device? Well, we'll go ahead and find that out in this live stream video. So if you haven't watched the comparison between the LG X Charge versus the Moto E4 live stream video, then that that quad core handset actually was able to hang with this octa core handset, which was very surprising in itself, considering the E4 was actually considerably cheaper than the LG X Charge. The Moto E4 cost $40. The X Charge cost $79. At least when I purchased it, it did. And quick note, I am recording with the Moto E4, so this is basically how the quality while doing a live stream looks. So I'm sorry if it's not as good as previous handsets I was using. So, but that's all that was actually charged, and I just happened to wanted to use it. So with that said, um, if you could see this, I actually dinged up my Moto G4 Play a little bit, which sucks. You can see that little ding right there, which sucks really bad. It's no longer that good condition, but it works just fine. It works pretty flawlessly. Alright, so now let's go ahead and get to the boot up test. 3, 2, 1. While they're booting up, I'd like to go over the processor in the G4 Play. It offers a 1.2 gigahertz quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 410 chipset with, I think, 2 gigabytes of RAM. I may be mistaken, but I think it has 2 gigabytes of RAM. That's a bright screen on the motor. You can't even see anything. Alright, and the X Charge is all powered up and ready to go, where as you can see, the the G4 Play is still loading. I should not have done that. My mistake. I'm very slow, slightly trying to zoom in here. Pardon me, the tripod just flopped down because if you didn't watch any of my other past videos, my tripod is actually broken. So just like you saw there, you actually saw a little bit of my legs, but I can't help that because my tripod is broke, and the lever that tilts it up and down and to make it tight so it doesn't, how you say, go up and down, it broke off. Well, it didn't break off, but it just broke, and I can't seem to get it situated back to normal, so that sucks. But anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get started for real. Snapchat, LG X Charge. I'm not logged in on the G4 Play. Back. You can see how grainy it looks on the E4. At least I can see it on my end. It looks pretty grainy. Pandora. It's not looking too good for the Moto. It's lagging behind. Back out of that. Back. Spotify. The X Charge. Again, I don't know what's up, but I kind of thought I was logged in on these phones. This is a free version of Spotify, meaning a hacked version. This one's obviously the Play Store version. The hacked one doesn't pop up with that login screen. Next app, Messenger. X Charge. Apparently, I'm logged out of all these devices for whatever reason. That was the X Charge. Dunk Shot. As you see there, now it popped up with an ad, but you saw that the X Charge took that one. Still loading on the G4. And there it's loaded. Next is YouTube. I would actually say the exact same time there. Instagram. Shout out to Murphy again for being at the top of my feed, but I'm pretty sure this is old and it needs to be updated. Shout out to you. As you can see, you're getting multiple notifications here. I appreciate the support. Next is Play Store. LG X Charge took that one. Next is Settings. I wasn't quite paying attention, but I'm assuming that the X Charge took that one. And Camera. Well, since they were both turned to the rear camera, I couldn't really tell which one won. So because of that, let's flip to the front-facing camera. So there we go. Let's go ahead and see if we can start this over again. Make sure I'm swiping away the right application. It looks like the X Charge won that one. And now for the final two apps for this live stream video. Phone. I would have to give it to the G4 Play, even though it did not pop up with the dialer. And lastly, messages. The LG X Charge took that one. Alright, so now that the official app opening speed test is done, let's test the multitasking to see which one holds apps open the longest. Or I should say better than the other. The X Charge. I would literally have to say that was exactly the same there. But like I keep saying, others may see differently than I do. Exactly the same. Interesting stuff here. X Charge was able to bring it up faster. Looks like they both had to reload, which is kind of interesting since the LG here was able to keep it running in the background in previous videos. But the X Charge still won. Oh yeah, and both of them have off-screen buttons, back home and recent apps in the same location, so nothing different there. And the X Charge. X Charge slightly ahead there. The G4 Play slightly ahead. X Charge, but the Moto brought it up first, but he didn't load it first. The X Charge brought it up slower, but it loaded it quicker. See the X Charge. X Charge. And X Charge. So you guys saw it here. This quad-core handset can't really hang with this octa-core handset, which is quite odd considering the E4 was able to hang with it just fine. That's very interesting stuff. Both of these Moto phones are made by Lenovo, and that's very odd that this one can't really hang with that one, but it tried its best, and it was actually surprising. So with that said, I forgot to show this in the last video live stream, which was yesterday. So here are the clear all buttons on both of these handsets. Clear all on the X Charge, and the Moto has these three lines. You just tap that and they all clear out. It doesn't say clear all like the X Charge does. So yeah, with all that said, that pretty much sums up this live stream video comparison between the LG X Charge and the Motorola Moto G4 Play. And this has got to be the shortest one yet, which I'm actually aiming to make all these live stream comparisons shorter. Because the past couple ones I've been doing have been like 20 minutes and over, which is not what I aim to do. I aim to keep these live stream videos a lot shorter, around probably like, if anything, like 10 to 15 minutes. We're going we're going up on 10 minutes right now, so I should say we're at 10 minutes. So anyway, that pretty much sums it up, and I would like to thank each and every one of you guys for watching these live stream videos. And with that said, I will talk to you again in the next one.